They told you to invest in the market, that it's the only way to grow, that if you just dollar cost average into index funds and wait 40 years, well, you'll be free. But here's the truth that nobody talks about. The market doesn't reward intelligence, it rewards conformity. It trains you to think like a retiree before you've even lived, to bet on companies you don't understand, and to hand over your wealth and your time to a machine that doesn't know your name. And the worst part, well, the system was designed so you never question it. You're taught that passive investing is wise, that the S&P 500 is safe, that volatility is risk, and that independence is dangerous. But what if none of that is true? What if the most asymmetric fortunes in history, the ones being built right now, are happening outside the market, in systems designed not for retirement, but for sovereignty? So let's go ahead and break the spell. The stock market is a casino in a suit. It gives you the illusion of control, while central banks rig the deck behind the curtain. Now, every bull market is just another credit cycle, every boom fueled by leverage, and every bust papered over by another bailout. It's not investing, it's indexing your belief to a decaying system and hoping inflation doesn't outrun your returns. See, you're not building wealth, you're buying time in a system that silently taxes your ambition. Because real wealth isn't passive, it's personal. And the moment you realise that, the game changes. So, there are only three places real fortunes are built, and that is scarce assets, software leverage, and sovereign ownership. Now, did you notice what's missing? Yep, stocks. Now, stocks are diluted, taxed, manipulated. They trade hands between algorithms faster than you can think. But scarce assets, well, they don't beg for attention. They demand conviction. Bitcoin, energy, time you can't outsource. And software, well, that's the new capital. It scales without permission. It turns one idea into 1,000 streams of value. And sovereign ownership, well, that's the unlock. You don't need Wall Street to grow, you need control over your upside and protection from systemic risk. Now, here's how it really works. The richest people these days don't have portfolios, they have protocols. Now, they don't chase diversification, they double down on clarity, and they pick one asymmetric bet and build around it. Now, that could be Bitcoin, a lean online business, or a personal brand that prints leverage in every direction. Now, it's not sexy, it's not diversified, but it's sovereign. And that's what really matters now. Because you don't need to beat the market. You need to build something the market can't touch. See, picture someone who did everything right. Graduated with honours, got that stable job, maxed their 401k, and set their life to autopilot, trusting the charts and the compound interest tables. For a while it worked, but over time something felt off. The raises couldn't keep up with rent, the retirement account grew, but so did inflation, and every year freedom felt further away and not closer. They weren't failing, they were playing a game where the rules changed but no one told them. And eventually they stopped asking, how do I beat the market? And they started asking, how do I escape it? Now, the truth is, you were never supposed to get rich in the market. You were just supposed to feel safe. Now, index funds make you feel obedient. Volatility makes you scared. And compound interest keeps you waiting. But what if you stop waiting? What if you stopped investing in what the system told you and started building something the system can't dilute? Now, not because you're reckless, but because you're done outsourcing your freedom to people you'll never meet. So no, you don't need the market to build a fortune. You need clarity, conviction, and the courage to bet on things that aren't wrapped in quarterly reports and analyst forecasts. Now, the stock market is fine for maintaining wealth, but to create it, well, you need something the indexes can't give you: ownership, optionality, and leverage that compounds with your name on it. Now, if this opens something in you, then hit subscribe right now. Because this channel isn't about financial advice, it's about breaking the illusion and building from the ground up. Now, not with a broker, but with belief. See, you're not late, you're just early to something the system was never going to teach you. Now, if you want to go deeper down the Bitcoin rabbit hole, then check out my ebook down below, because it's the wake-up call they never wanted you to read. Now, I do also have to chuck this disclaimer in here as well, and I highly suggest just pausing the video and having a little read. Now, if you've made it this far, and if you're looking for something else to watch, then click right here and have a watch of this.